and I need to explain. I apologize, please.
To the massive story in bodybuilding right now, Big Ramy has apologized for not turning up to a guest posing appointment at a bodybuilding event.
I'm really sorry.
Someone told him it was a dentist. And so that is the exact same physique in the before and after on the thumbnail. Why do people do that? The bloated out stomach and then the what they look like after the fat loss videos. Unnecessarily deceptive. No disclaimer given under the video, Christian. Rebecca Vardy breaks social media silence for the first time since the Wagatha Christie libel trial. And in other news, are robots looking for life on Mars? I know what you're thinking. Wagatha Christie. That's smart. Something about two footballers' wives arguing or something. Social media's most monetized alpha male, Elliott Hulse.
Things strong men just don't do. Using emojis or emoticons. They're appropriate for women, but men don't use cartoon images to depict what we're thinking.
Dude used an emoji in his post description.
Is now selling my favorite ever made me laugh product from a fitness influencer.
Blast your balls with sunshine to increase testosterone. Now you can drop your drawers and let your balls get kissed by the sun, or you can try one of these light panels.
Breathe through your balls, blast your balls, pick a ball ideology and stick to it, Elliott.
To roast my nuts.
63% of Liverpool FC players have asthma, but the UK average is only 12%. PEDs in football? No, mate, they just have to chase Mo Salah in training every day. I'd be puffing on the old inhaler. Or perhaps because I have to watch League One football. Not out of choice. Sorry, gotta. Is Jeff Side on Netflix now?
But
I cancelled mine at the right time then. I think I'd rather take driving lessons from Tess Holiday than watch this.
So I wanted a Frosty, got a Frosty. Suddenly someone in front of me slams on their brakes, and then the whole Frosty goes like this, like in my nose and my nostrils.
Who, by the way, did call me a clown a few years ago. Fair point.
In my nostrils.
Introducing the God Mode supplement.
If you want to become absolutely shredded, aesthetic, jacked, a Greek god, a Spartan, any of those things, this is something you should be taking.
Finally. And don't worry, the bloke sells it.
This is called Bee Bread.
So this is called Bee Bread, $36, that stings. Sorry, Spartan Bee Bread, because his marketing brainstorm lasted about 10 seconds. Warrior, Viking, 300.
I am Sparta.
Spartan Bee Bread, nailed it, that's lunch. Not what they meant by wear masks to the gym. Did the whole stack, mate. It looks like something a dodgy bloke gives you at a rave. Not that I've ever been to a rave. I have the dance moves of a constipated chicken.
All right, so the Bee Bread is sold out. I just woke up. Appreciate every single person that ordered. I'm so pumped for you to try this.
I bet he's happy. And so seriously, looking at the label, it just has a tiny amount of each ingredient to the point that when you compare the label to the marketing claims made such as build muscle, it is completely insignificant in those doses. The amounts of protein and essential amino acids are as small as my house. Let's go with that. I mean, you can sell this fine, make your cash from another supplement that people don't need, instead of just going to the gym with discipline and consistency, which is free. Don't make extravagant claims in your videos, which millions of people watched. Clearly loads of people jumped on this, when the ingredients are essentially stuff that you could just get in your regular diet in far more significant amounts. Talking of God supplements, Chris Hemsworth has achieved final form. It's all those overhead presses. I mean, if anyone was in any doubt, there you go. Dana Trends Daily has posted a video about using manual resistance. And so I haven't talked about this training method before, and it is interesting. Now, with any training method such as this, of course, you don't have to use it to build muscle. Look at the benefits and the disadvantages and apply it to your needs. Instant disadvantage. People will look at you. Maybe that's the idea for some influencers. So manual resistance essentially means having a partner resisting you when performing a movement. The partner is basically the weight. And so an instant benefit is that the partner can adjust the resistance if they apply too much or too little, etc. You have that customization or that instant change in application. And lastly, it makes a cool looking Instagram post. Let's be real. And so Dana is doing this using the lat raise in a way that she's going to what she calls real failure, where even when your body says stop, that's enough. You push past that, and her way to push past fake natty failure, sorry, I misread that, is to do this. So here's her protocol. One set of lat raise using 3 methods back to back. Then the fourth part being the manual resistance. As you can see, after all that work, she can hardly lift her arms. And so you can think of it as a quad set or by many other names, using different range of motions, different equipment, but 4 variations of exercises done back to back. And so instantly with any failure training, of course you can do it, but you have to understand the advantages and disadvantages. One instant disadvantage is it can take longer for you to recover between sessions if training to failure, especially true if you're natural. If you're enhanced, that makes a big difference. She didn't mention that. If you are a beginner, for example, probably not going to train to failure. And so as with everything, place yourself on a spectrum and apply to your needs. And so Kristen Nunn, by the way, who is her partner there, is a pretty transparent and likable person. Now, more commonly, we see it used in strength work or physical therapy, perhaps not so commonly in this type of sort of quad set achieving failure for hypertrophy. But for example, when you see Dana holding it for an isometric rep, meaning the muscle is contracting but not changing length, that is absolutely one application that people can achieve through using manual resistance. And so interesting, with this type of training, you can think of it in terms of its strength curve. Basically, during the range of motion of an exercise, where does it feel the easiest and the hardest? Now, with a standard dumbbell lateral raise, it's going to feel hardest during the mid-range of the lift. If you use a lean away lateral raise, for example, it's going to feel hardest at the top end range of motion. So by varying a certain exercise, you can actually change the strength curve, change where the exercise feels harder and easier. And so taking that and thinking about manual resistance training, depending on the instructions you give your partner, you have the potential to add more tension at certain parts of the movement, and you can have a more even challenge throughout the whole range of motion by using manual resistance with a partner. And if you have a partner, make sure it's someone you can trust, not a moron. That rules out most of the fitness influencers. Some of you will want to try this, some of you won't. Absolutely fine. Meet Kwame.
When your girl is across the room.
Kwame's everywhere in social media fitness right now. TikTok star, almost 5 million followers. He makes hilarious gym video skits with his partner. Clearly.
If you want to stop me, you're going to have to kill me.
Hangs around with the cool kids. And states that he's natural in his bio. Gym clown status confirmed. I approve your application for fitness influencer comedian. This dude is huge on social media, and what seems to be like every generic, not at all entertaining fitness gym comedian, such as Brad Can Lift, Washing Machines Berry, is obviously claiming lifetime natural. Can we add him to the list? I hope someone's making a list. Put him under the 11th tenet. Not enough gimmicks in that photo, mate. Naturally swinging those dumbbells for those naturally achievable natty gains makes me want to buy those supplements he's selling straight from the airport to the beach. I can't be the only one who finds those swimming trunks comical. There's an 11-year-old boy somewhere who's had his case mixed up, but at least he's not selling training programs under this false pretense. You're all making bank, aren't you? Musclemania overall winner. Musclemania, the leader in natural fitness. And I know all Musclemania competitors are natural because their page shows me natty legends such as Onomi Egger. This guy, for anyone unaware, I've got a video on him. Musclemania, a literal comedy apparently. French calisthenic athlete Curtis Taylor has been gym training since he switched to a competition regimen. The 6'1", 228-pound, 26-year-old natural athlete says, if you believe that, you'll believe anything. Is that the next sentence? And just in case you still believe that Musclemania is purely natural competition, Musclemania Pro Simeon Panda says, keep showing up and doing the work. I feel so sorry for the truly natural competitors, and there are some, like this dude. Kwame was the overall winner, remember? So I had to look at their testing protocol. Competitors test before the show at an assigned time, so they simply have to cycle off gear before that assigned time. Not even random testing, which in itself can be problematic. It's almost like a testing protocol, which is just for show, instead of actually being highly effective.
Keep it up, bro.
The great motivation you have.
Impressive move.
Good fitness habits.
That's not easy. You're so strong.
And looking at the comments on this latest video, my inference is that he has a large following of beginners. And again, the beginner trap comes to mind.
What's up guys? Today I'm going to teach you how to squat as a beginner.